Welcome to Tales, Tunes, and Tomfoolery starring Jerry Springer, along with Gene Galvin and me. I'm Megan Hills. We're recorded live in front of a brilliant studio audience at the Folk School Coffee Parlor in Ludlow, Kentucky.
My daddy came home.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Jerry Springer.
Oh, gosh. Thank you. And just as we did on our last podcast, this one here is being recorded not at the Folk School Coffee Parlor, but we're here in Friendship, Indiana at the
Whispering Beard Folk Festival, and we've been here for a couple days, as you guys in our studio audience have been, and it's great, isn't it? Let's give
this
round of applause to Buffalo Wobbs and Catfish and Big Dan and the people who have put this together. They've done an amazing
It's
job.
incredible.
What a wonderful weekend it is here. This part of the country is beautiful, and to come here in this idyllic setting, you all have been, I haven't, but you all have been camping out here. And the tents are all over the place, and you you sleep in the tent. You have camp out
for adults.
I know, it's unbelievable. And one of the things we really love is all the people that are here for this great roots music, folk music, the great tradition of it. But the age groups are so great. So it's people as old as me, and yet there are also younger people that are continuing the tradition. We called it folk music. Today it's root music, but it's music of the people. It's music of the people, and you just get that feeling walking around here.
And it's defined, as you guys know, because you're very smart audience members of this kind of music, but roots is folk, bluegrass, blues. It's a mix of all of those songs that tell stories and deal with all the issues of the human condition. Now, just give you a caution, those listening, you're going to hear at times some ambient sounds. I'm going to name two of them. One you're maybe already hearing. In the background, you might hear some of the sounds of the main stage, which is probably 100 yards from here, but it's, good sound system, so we may hear that. We're also on the other side of the wall of some bathroom facilities. This is a good thing that people wash their hands and then use that hand blower, that air dryer. Yes. That's a very hygienic thing, and so we're for that. So if you hear that occasionally, that's what that is. Sounds a little bit like Jerry's Gulfstream jet engine of his airplane, not quite as loud. Hey, by the way, this episode will be very music-centric because we have multiple groups here today. And we'd like to start off with somebody who was a big hit. All three of the groups you're going to hear have been big hits at the Whispering Beard Folk Festival. And here's one other thing, Jerry and Megan, maybe before we start. When this is done recording our episodes that we have done here, this festival will be over. So as you hear it, you're not going to be able to come hear these acts. But you can mark it on your calendar to come next year.
Yep.
Because we will be back here next year. Some of these same groups will be, and this is worth coming to. This is in its eighth year.
Great festival.
The Whispering Beard Folk Festival. By the way, quick history. Started in Buffalo Wobb's backyard. Then it went to a drag strip called Thornhill in northern Kentucky on their property, and then moved here to Friendship, Indiana. This is a spectacular location, and would you guys in the audience agree they run such a great festival?
Yeah.
Really amazingly so.
It is very family friendly. Yeah, there's some, stuff. I don't mean like illegal stuff. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that.
I left here at 9:30 last evening. I was not a party to anything untoward that happened.
And if I had a couple
went
swallows
back to my
of white
five-star
lightning,
hotel.
I don't remember it, so I'm not even saying it happened. That's a joke, partially. No, it didn't happen. Well, maybe a little bit. But here's the thing. We'd like to talk... first of all, for a few seconds with Willie T. Taylor, one of the hits of this festival.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are lucky to have Willie T. at the microphone as we speak. And Willie, please start off before you even do a song. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your history as a performer and a writer. You come from California, correct?
That's correct. I come from Oakdale, California, in the Central Northern Valley.
How long have you been performing and writing these songs, and what got you into this?
Believe it or not, I used to be a massage therapist. I had my own shop, and
For real?
that's a true story. and I liked. I just always loved people, and helping people feel better, and so I got a banjo during this whole time, and kind of found a bottle of bourbon, and then I closed the shop. But then I realized that music, I don't have to put my hands on somebody directly. It can go all across the world and maybe touch a part of their lives, and then I was sold.
That is a
really
neat way to
neat.
do it.
Yeah.
And obviously, you're listening on the podcast. You can't see what's going on, but Willie here has, to be at the Whispering Beard, we couldn't have a better first act because you have a beard that is worth. I mean, this
Legit.
is yeah. This beard goes down to his. I don't want to get personal, but to his navel, and. But when you came here and you said how you took off your hat, you're such a gentleman when you met Megan.
Yep.
You took off your hat, and I noticed, to be honest, you're bald. But
Since high
what's
school.
neat is with that beard, all you have to do is turn your face upside down. You got a full head of hair.
And then I could run for president.
There you. Yes, and in light of who else is running over there, you've got my vote. So. But this is great. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be playing.
I'm gonna start off with a song I call Martial Law. I traveled around with my buddies. They're called Larry and his Flask, and they were a band that showed me a lot of the country. And there's two brothers, Jamin and Jesse Marshall. There was a conversation about how martial law is happening, and well, the only martial law I know is the Marshall Brothers, and they tour around the country, work hard, and this song's about all of us that tour around.
All right, Willie T. Taylor.
This may be my darkest day. I may one day have another. Don't you worry about your baby boy, mama. I'll be walking with my brother. We'll be walking over hills and through valleys, and we'll be sleeping with the stars. We'll be fighting off the wicked and the whatnot with our hearts and our guitars, and we gonna shine, we gonna shine, we gonna shine. This may be my final hour. I may never get another. Don't you worry about your bouncing boy, Papa. I'll be walking with my brother. We'll be walking through the streets of every city, and we'll be sleeping with the sun. We'll be fighting off the wicked and the whatnot. Ain't gonna stop until we're done, and we gonna shine, we gonna shine, we gonna shine. We'll shine, boys, you will shine. We know you gonna shine. Just shine, boys, you will shine. Yeah, we gonna shine, we gonna shine, we gonna shine. Yeah, we gonna shine, we gonna shine, we gonna shine.
Yeah.
Thank you, friends.
This guitar that you're playing, it's miniature, isn't it?
It's a 1927 Martin Tenor guitar.
Wow, what a great sound! And again, the folks can't see it, but it's literally half the size of a.
Yeah, and it was made during the 27 Yankees, but that's exciting to me.
27 Yankees. Let's talk.
That's how long.
Oh God, I worship them.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Well, I should play a baseball song for you then, because I worship baseball.
Oh, we have a kindred. We have a little spirit relationship here. This is
All
adorable.
right.
Oh, you have
You
no
have a
idea.
new friend.
Oh, I still wear. Talk about the Yankees. I still wear pinstripe pajamas.
Nice.
No, I grew up with Mickey Mantle, Yogi Berra, all that. I couldn't find a girl named Yogi, so I married Mickey. No, it's true.
It's all true. It's all true.
Nice.
And by the way,
That was
tenor guitar is 4-string guitar, right,
Yeah,
Willie?
that's correct. But I tune this one usually like a banjo in open G, but I got it in open D tuning.
Well, what is the second song? We'd love to hear a second song. if
Well,
you're willing
the
to do
second
it.
song, let's go for it. Is it's called A Brand New Game, and I wrote it for my old man because he taught me how to play catch. And once he taught me how to play catch, that sent me on a journey through life that I'm still on here, and it brought me here to friendship. And once I found these cats out here, it was an immediate friendship for the love of baseball and the love of folk music, and I can't understand why I don't live out here. That's how much I love it out here. And we got,
Well,
I don't know,
Gene-
Jerry, did you get to see the wiffle ball stadium we built out there? We have a wiffle ball stadium.
He may never leave.
I may never leave. Are you kidding?
And we have the Beardos against the Smoking Lefties. It's a big game.
Oh,
We got a preseason game
I
tonight
could play for
against
the
Uncle-
Weirdos.
The Wicklow boys.
Oh, beardos.
We're at the Whispering Beard.
Oh, beard. I can't grow a beard. I tried.
So this is a baseball song I wrote for my old man because I didn't have enough money to get him a present for his birthday. Well, my brother moved away, searching for that shining light. Now he's working in a restaurant, and he's cooking every night. Well, me, I stuck around, just living in this town. I got so many friends here, well, it keeps me around. And I'm dreaming every day. Hell, I dream my life away. Like when I was a boy, I grew up catching for Detroit. And my brother was a Yankee. Our buddy Whitey was a Met. And we'd all win the pennant with a game-winning hit. Now Whitey's digging ditches, and I'm unemployed. We ground it out on wishes, far from little boys. And we never thought life gonna get so real, 'cause we always thought life's a baseball field. And even if you lose, you never hear us complain. There's always tomorrow and a brand new game. And my old man didn't see us quite as often as he liked, but he taught me how to catch and throw and baseball way of life. And my old man, he's an outfielder, and he growed up on a farm, catching fly balls in the pasture. He's got a cannon for an arm, and he taught me how to love life just by playing in a game. He's still dreaming about the Giants, shagging balls with Willie Mays. And he never thought life gonna get so real, 'cause he always thought life's a baseball field. And even if he lost, I never hear him complain. There's always tomorrow in a brand new game. I got a boy of my own. He's gonna grow up to a man, so I'll teach him about baseball so he'll understand how to take a pitch and strike out, then get back to the plate and crack one up the middle, go 3 for 4 that day, and he'll never think life's gonna get so real, 'cause he'll always think life's a baseball field. And even if he loses, I'll never hear him complain. There's always tomorrow in a brand new game.
Great song.
Thank you, friends.
And that's Willie T. Taylor. That's a great song, Willie T.
Well, thank you very
That
much.
is just, I want you playing at my funeral. Well, I mean, that.
I hope that never happens,
Well, no,
Jerry.
I mean, it's like recapping what I love in life. I mean, here you're a wonderful musician playing guitar about baseball, which is by far my number one passion.
That's my number
you know.
one, too.
Oh, my gosh.
You're
See,
never
it's such
getting rid
a.
of him
I love
now.
you, Jerry.
This is getting a little creepy, actually.
Yeah.
Only at the Whispering
Okay.
Beard. This could only.
If you really love me, come on Thursday's show. I'll tell you that. Yeah. No, but that is great. And you know what? And then I'll quit on the baseball. I was just thinking as you were playing, there is something poetic about the game of baseball compared with the other. Football is such a macho. And baseball is pastoral. They play on a field. You bunt the ball. You slide. It's not. You don't pummel people. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's playing on the field,
It's
and that's
perfect.
what. And here we are on this beautiful field, listening to this music.
Yeah, you got to come check out the wiffle ball stadium after this.
I'll
It's a
beat
beautiful
you like a
thing.
rented mule.
We're going to be...
There goes the pastoral.
Brian
part of me.
Wabnitz is going to be cutting in the
Also, I would
checker.
pay
About
money
to
to
checker
see
it
that.
out.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
take
a beautiful
because
field.
I've seen it and it's very cool. Now we'll walk out there when
yeah,
we're done
for sure.
Willie T. Before we thank you very much for performing, let's ask you one question, kind of a practical question. Where can people access your music?
WillieTTaylor.com.
All right.
And I got a new album called Knuckleball Prime coming out in
Nice.
October. And it's a term me and my buddy Tommy V kind of came up with. And being in your knuckleball prime is when you're your late 30s, early 40s, and that's when a lot of knuckleball pitchers just become savage beasts. And so we're kind of living in our knuckleball prime. So I thought it was fitting to call that.
That's a
the
great
album.
metaphor.
Yeah, it is.
Great metaphor.
And then after that, I can tell you, then comes the knucklehead era.
Yeah, and the knucklehead.
And that's what I'm very happy in the knucklehead.
All right, Willie T. Taylor.
Thank you, friends.
Thank you very much. We actually know this because we have the rundowns. I wrote the business plan, so I can see the future.
Knock it off.
talking
with the
about a business plan.
It doesn't exist.
Willie T will be coming back up to help us close out this episode with a singing of our traditional Irene Goodnight closing. But I want to bring up the Urban Pioneers now, and
Yes.
we're lucky to be recording here for a couple of
Yeah.
episodes at the Whispering Beard Folk Festival in Friendship, Indiana, run by our friends Catfish and Big Dan and Buffalo Wobbs, people who started this festival years ago, and they're in their 8th year. And so we're just like kids in a candy store. We're getting acts that we might not otherwise be able to access in Ludlow, Kentucky, so we're grabbing them as we can. The Urban Pioneers are setting up. And again, I want to remind our listeners, we're recording in the field, so to speak. We're at the Whispering Beard Folk Festival, so you're hearing some background noises, which we don't even apologize for. One is the main stage, about 100 yards away, with some pretty good sound equipment, so you may hear that in the background, as well as some other noises that have to do with nearby restrooms and hand dryers, etc. So let's now turn our attention to the Urban Pioneers, and I chatted with these folks. First of all, thank you.
I'm actually really pumped because I got to see these guys yesterday. I'm so excited for our listeners to get to hear you guys. This is awesome.
And we were chatting before, and I was asking him, where's home base? And, well, first of all, please introduce yourselves.
Yes.
I'm Liz. I play fiddle.
Jared, I play banjo.
Keith, I play bass.
And I was asking about your location, and you guys said, well, home is the road. And I said, well, yeah, but you got to have a home base. And they said, well, we're come from 3 states. I think Tennessee was mentioned, Texas, and Kentucky. Louisville. Louisville.
And no, it's great to have you. Yeah.
And the reason you guys say that you call the road your home is what? Talk that out a little bit.
Well, we met in other bands, and we play with a bunch of different bands all over the place. We stayed on tour with those bands. And then when either those bands broke up or we quit those bands or whatever, we ended up starting our own thing. And it's starting a new band is a big project. It's a after leaving another band, like you got a lot of legwork to get back to where you were with the other band. So when we started this band, we've been on tour ever since. We're just constantly on the road. We have a big giant white shuttle van, like shuttle bus type thing, airport shuttle. And we live in there, and it's the 3 of us on the road. We probably on the road about 300 days this year.
Wow.
Just constantly on tour. That's all we do.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Liz
If
and,
you're going to do it,
and
might as well do it, right?
Heck yeah.
Keith and Liz, do you guys like that reality, or is that just a price of doing business?
You answer first, Keith.
Well, I mean, honestly, I have nothing holding me back. I've always loved music, and since I was a little kid, I've always said I want to play music. I love being out on the road. I love meeting the new people. I love playing the new places, seeing the reaction of people. It's just, this is absolutely the life I love.
You have to. I would imagine you would have to absolutely love it to do it. There's no way.
Is it also true that survival of like 300 days on the road out of 365 requires that you guys have a good vibe among each other, that you get along?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Personality,
good chemistry?
Absolutely.
mix.
Well, Liz and I are a couple. We're
Yeah.
engaged to be married.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
congratulations.
Whenever
And
we
if-
got some money and we actually have somewhere to live, we'll probably actually get married. But we are engaged, and we've known Keith for quite a while. We have a really cool dynamic of the group,
Yeah.
And we
Well.
usually have a merch guy with us, but he's not here with us.
Yeah.
So our
Well, if the
stagger-
engagement doesn't work out, call my show.
Okay.
And, it could be great. Yeah.
Ding ding.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
You know what's embarrassing about that? You obviously have watched the show. 'Cause
Never,
if you,
never.
Yeah. Because if you go ding ding, you know. Yeah. Yeah.
Tell
Oh,
us
my
about the song you're going to do, please.
Yeah, this song's called Apparition in the Fog. It's the first song off our first album that's available on our website, www.urbanpioneers.com.
Right?
Or urbanpioneersmusic.com. Screwed that up already.
Yeah. Well, at least you remembered to say it. I always forget.
Yeah, it's a traveling song, so
There you go.
let's go ahead and do that, right?
There you go.
My neighborhood stretches Chattanooga to Port Orchard to Wisconsin, on down to Abilene. My worldly possessions, either sold them or lost them. Traded them in to see something that we ain't never seen. If heaven ain't as pretty as the view from my windshield, I ain't going. You can quote me in this song. I'll be way on top of the mountain, up so high you won't see me. There I'll be, the apparition in the fog. You can spend $1 billion on a place to call your home, putting out the ones without a blade of grass to call their own. Quickly tides can turn and you can find yourself alone. Reach your hand out to the ones you used to shit upon, and if heaven ain't as pretty as that little stretch of 40, I ain't going. You can quote me in this song. I'll be way on top of the mountain, up so high you won't see me. There I'll be, the apparition in the fog.
Bravo!
Good job.
Whoa! Oh. Were you classically trained on the? Yeah.
No, she just picked
How
that
long
up.
have you been playing, Liv?
Yeah, on
How
that
long
fiddle.
you been
That's
playing there, Miss Liz?
yeah.
27 years.
Oh,
Wow.
really? Started at 2, huh?
I'm 25.
That
Liz,
is- oh my gosh!
When
that's
you
great.
think of great fiddlers, talking about mountain players and old timey folks, are the best ones the ones that have classical underpinning, or not necessarily?
No, that's not true at all.
Okay.
No, I mean every fiddle player is completely different. You can't ever have one fiddle player that's the same. So I learn from people that don't know how to read music. Everyone, like it doesn't matter. I'm always going to learn something from a different fiddle player. So.
Okay. Well, it's a terrific sound, guys. Would you do one more song?
Yeah.
If so, what are you going to do?
What song is a Jimmy Martin ripoff?
All right.
Got no qualms about admitting that. You know,
Yeah.
something that's never been done.
All right,
This is
let's
off
hear
our
it.
newest album called Vehicle in Transit. It's available on our website, urbanpioneersmusic.com. Gotta be something that's never been done. Gotta be something that's never been done. Gotta be something on this earth I can do and be the first one. Something that's never been done. Well, I got myself a barrel out in over Niagara Falls. Figured I'd be a surefire wagon, one of them famous halls. Figured I would be the first, cause the plan is just insane. I got to the bottom, there's a flag with a little man's name. Something that's never been done. Gotta be something that's never been done. Gotta be something on this earth I can do and be the first one. Something that's never been done. And I got myself a rocket ship, I pointed at the moon. Let off all igniters, they let off sonic boom. First thing that I noticed that it wasn't made of cheese. Second was flag, but not prepared by me. Gotta be something that's never been done. Gotta be something that's never been done. Gotta be something on this earth I can do and be the first one. It's something that's never been done. Cincinnati Joe. Yeah, I climbed the highest mountain, but I'm really afraid of heights. Swim above this ocean, but my swim trunks fit too tight. Jump over Grand Canyon, but I think it's done been good. I can go down in history for the one that had most fun. Gotta be something that's never been done. Gotta be something that's never been done. Gotta be something on this earth I can do and be the first. Gotta be something that's never been done. So that fiddle lives, yeah. There's gotta be something that's never been done. Gotta be something that's never been done. There's gotta be something on this earth I can do and be the first one. Do something that's never been done. Gotta be something that's never been done.
Bravo! Oh,
So seeing them on the stage yesterday was amazing. Sitting this close watching this is so cool.
Yeah.
They're the best.
I'm not
seat
sure this
ever.
is formal English, but holy crap.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really good. Hey,
Yeah.
by the way, this is what's cool about this music. So I am the producer of the show, so I'm outside. I was working on my business plan. I've got work to do. I
you
know.
have-
But I was outside.
what business
Let's
is
talk-
this?
let's-
I was
never.
talking to Willie T, the Harm Brothers, and the Urban Pioneers, and we're getting stuff on the fly. And Liz
Yes.
was talking to me, like asking some questions, and I said, "Wait a second, can you guys perform?" Well, yeah, but it's cool. I mean, it was kind of confusing. And these other players, the Harm Brothers and Willie T, said, "Dude, you got to get them on, and they can do 2 songs." And that is both the camaraderie of these players and the quality of this
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
We would have been crazy if we hadn't heard that.
Yeah.
So thank you. All right, That's the Urban Pioneers, and they're going to step down for a minute. I'm going to ask the Harm Brothers to come up, and
This is wonderful.
They're just
What
as
a
good as
festival.
these guys are.
Great job,
Thank
guys.
you.
This is.
So to set up the Harm Brothers, and again, while Jerry was resting in a 5-star hotel in Lawrenceburg, Indiana last night, Megan and I were with the people, and we're walking around.
What is
all
that
the-
like?
Yeah. And we're walking around the actual goings-on kind of later at night at the Whispering Beard Folk Festival, and I walk into where we are recording, which is the Red Barn. And Megan, I saw you across the room, and these guys were performing last night. So this is the Harmed Brothers, and trust me, if everybody here thought that this thing was over after the main act, that would be about 11 o'clock. Midnight, these guys rocked this little barn. And so we're also real happy to be here with the Harm Brothers. And let me, as they're setting up and Ambient Studios making some final mic adjustments. And by the way, guys, I ask if anybody talks when you do, please step really close to the mic. We'll get a good mic read on you.
Okay, Gene.
Yeah, appreciate it. But let me ask you guys, just to start off, tell us who you are, please, and where you guys are from. We like to start off
And then
with that.
where we can hear your music.
Yeah, please.
Okay. My name's Ray. I'm going to play the guitar today.
My name's Alex. I'll be playing the banjo today.
Zach on the bass.
Okay, and what are you guys going to do first off?
A song called Bottle to Bottle.
All right, it's the Harm Brothers.
Bottle to bottle, it's the life I live. Got drunk and burned every goddamn bridge. There ain't no excuse for the things I did. So I'll be at your doorstep come morning. Pick me up and dust me back off again. I'm getting too old for this life of sin. If heaven and hell they don't exist, then I'll be at your doorstep come morning. Turn the television off. Turn that bright red light back on. Been in love and been love scorned. Ain't no flower, ain't got thorns. And every pretty girl in this town knows where I'll be come the morning. So turn the television off. Turn that bright red light back on. Bottle to bottle, it's the life I live. Got drunk and burned every goddamn bridge. There ain't no excuse for the things I did. Hell no! So I'll be at your doorstep come the morning. turn the television off. Turn that bright red light back on. Yeah, I'm coming home, baby.
Very nice. Thank you.
It's beautiful.
That's very nice. And the Harm Brothers are from Portland, Oregon, correct?
We are.
Are you willing to do a second song for us?
We can't pay you anymore.
Yeah.
Jerry,
Yes.
that's fine.
What is it that got you guys, young guys, into playing this genre of music? Is this where you came from, or did you come from somewhere else, another style that took you to this? How'd you get into roots music?
Well, I think we all come from different styles of music before we find one style, I think. I listened to Will the other night say he had his metal phase. Well, we all had a metal phase. We all had, the jam band phase, I'm sure, and just different stuff. The pop phase. Alex?
I'm from LA, a little town called Pico Rivera. I grew up on a lot of R&B and hip hop, and kind of ventured into indie rock, and then eventually found the banjo. And I've been a millionaire ever since.
Hey, curious. Go ahead, Keith. Zach.
Keith.
Pardon me, Zach. Excuse me.
Well, I'm from Murphy, and Murphy, North Carolina. Listen to blues, Jimi Hendrix.
Do you write this?
Yeah.
Alex and Ray are the songwriters, and
I mean, the magic of it is, well, I guess it's the same people who write. You write best when you're writing about something you know something about, your own life.
Yeah.
So you're writing about experiences that, it's not just let's make a tune.
well, I think
This
that's
is
why
your
everybody's
life.
drawn to the folk music.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, it's just a raw honesty about life and experience, and it's beautiful.
It's great stuff.
Do any of the three of you, or all the three of you, have any kind of formal training in music or not?
I personally don't.
Okay, because I would have picked Alex that you had like voice training and the harmonies you're doing, but not nothing. But no, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I took some YouTube lessons on bass.
Yeah.
K-Earth 101.
It's
Yeah,
great.
Alex got his training from K-Earth 101, just
Yeah.
vocal training.
Best oldies on earth.
All right, do a second tune
Yeah.
for us if you would, guys.
Real quick though, I probably wouldn't play music if it wasn't for Zach, because he lived in the town across from me, like 9 miles away when we were in high school, and him and his brother had a band. They're both in the Harm Brothers too. His brother's not here right now, but and they were kind of my inspiration. At least this guy was for playing music. So I just want
Very
you
nice.
guys to know that.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a song called Sky Cracked a Smile. It is on our most latest record, or most latest. It's on our latest record. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
It's called Better Days. This is a song. It's about a love so strong that it makes death all right, which is, I think, a pretty cool thing for love to do. So I hope you like it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, the day we took you down to the by and by. Oh, the sky cracked a smile. It was the color of a rug bird. How a tiny band of light snuck through the car and touched your urn. How the color of a rug bird was your favorite color of a rainbow. The day we took you down to the by and by. Oh, the day we took you down. Oh, the day we took you down. Now the tide rolled high. My heart didn't hurt so much, 'cause you were technically still with me, till we gave you to that ocean and your ashes made love with the sky. Oh, and all that was left was in our clothes and in our eyes. The day we took you down to the by and by. Oh, the day we took you down. No, you're gone, no, you're gone, it's not true. There's a little of you in Phoenix, and the children have some too. Oh, if ever I believed in forever, it's 'cause now you're part of it too. I believe in everywhere 'cause I believe in you. Oh, you're gone, no, you're gone, it's not true. There's a little of you in Phoenix, and the children have some too. Oh, if ever I believed in forever, it's 'cause now you're a part of it too. I believe in everywhere 'cause I believe in you. Oh, the day we took you down to the by and by. Oh, the sky cracked a smile like the first morning of our honeymoon. Our tiny band of lights snuck through the rain one day in June. How the color of a rug burn was your favorite color of the rainbow. The day we took you down to the by and by. Oh, the day we took you down. No, you're gone, no, you're gone, it's not true. There's a little of you in Phoenix, and the children have some too. Oh, if ever I believed in forever, it's 'cause now you're a part of it too. I believe in everywhere 'cause I believe in you. I believe in everywhere 'cause I believe in you. I believe in everywhere 'cause I believe in you.
Thank you kindly. Thank you, Jay.
Wow. That's the Harm Brothers from Portland, Oregon. Boy, we are so appreciative of you guys being here with us. And we're going to ask if you could take us out on Irene Goodnight. We're going to ask Willie T. Taylor to come on back up.
Here you
and
go.
Also the Urban Pioneers.
Yeah, come on.
Thank you. See you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
See you, friends.
So we got Willie T. and we've got the Harm Brothers. And
Can I mention something real
yeah,
quick?
go ahead,
This is
Al.
our
Oh,
final
come
thought.
up here.
Yeah, I'd like to share my final thought.
Yeah, do you want to join us?
Please.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, please.
We would love it if you do.
ladies and gentlemen, we have in our time off, we've been working on a new record,
Yep.
and we're trying to get it out next year. We just launched an Indiegogo fundraiser for said record. If you go to Indiegogo.com, search the Harm Brothers, you'll see a lovely little video and lovely little gifts that you can get in exchange for your kind donation.
Perfect.
Final
Thank you,
thought.
Alex.
That's it. This is our final thought.
Hey, here we go.
May you never be on my show.
Amen.
And on that
The
note,
Siddle for Steve Wilkos.
yes, yeah. Who's your daddy? Okay, here we go.
Never.
All right, Irene, good night.
You've been listening to Tales, Tunes, and Tomfoolery, recorded live at the Folk School Coffee Parlor in Ludlow, Kentucky. Thanks to Patrick Kennedy for writing our opening song, and to you for listening. Check out our website at jerryspringer.com.
Well, me and my wife are now parted. I think I'll take a little stroll back to town. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I live in town. Sometimes I take a great notion to jump in the river and